This is country. I've half a mind to leave them all behind and keep going.
Half a mind to go with you.
What do you say? Just you and me on the King's Road, swords at our sides, a couple of tavern wenches to warm our beds tonight.
Should have asked me 20 years ago.
There were wars to fight, women to marry. We never had the chance to be young.
I recall a few chances.
There was that one. Oh, what was her name? That common girl of yours. Becca, with the great big tits you could bury your face in.
Bessie. She was one of yours.
Bessie. Thank the gods for Bessie. And her tits. Yours was, Alina? No, you told me once. Merrill? Your bastard's mother.
Wyler.
That's it. She must have been a rare wench to make Lord Eddard Stark forget his honour. You never told me what she looked like.
No, will I?
We were at war. None of us knew if we were going to go back home again. You're too hard on yourself. You always have been. I swear if I weren't your king, you'd have hit me already.
Worst thing about your coronation, I'll never get to hit you again.
Trust me, that's not the worst thing. There was a rider in the night.
Daenerys Targaryen has wed some Dothraki horse lord. What of it? Shall we send her a wedding gift?
A knife, perhaps, a good sharp one, and a bold man to wield it.
She's little more than a child.
Oh. Soon enough that child will spread her legs and start breeding.
Tell me we're not speaking of this.
Oh, it's unspeakable to you? What her father did to your family, that was unspeakable. What Rhaegar Targaryen did to your sister, the woman I loved. I'll kill every Targaryen I get my hands on.
You can't get your hands on this one, can you?
This Khal Drogo.
Once, I think.
You think? I think you'd remember. Back in our day, you weren't a real man until you'd fucked one girl from each of the 7 kingdoms and the Riverland. To call it making the 8.
Those were some lucky girls.
You ever make the 8, Barristan? Ah, those were the days.
Which days exactly? The ones where half of Westeros fought the other half and millions died? Or before that? When the Mad King slaughtered women and babies because the voices in his head told him they deserved it? Or way before that? When dragons burned whole cities to the ground?
Easy, boy. You might be my brother, but you're speaking to the king.
I suppose it was all rather heroic. If you were drunk enough and had some poor Riverlands whore to shove your prick inside and make the 8.
Intimate, lovely table. Better chairs than the old small council chamber. Conveniently close to your own quarters. I like it.
What news of Jaime? 20,000 unwashed northerners have known about his escape for weeks. Collectively, you control more spies and informants than the rest of the world combined. Do you mean to tell me that none of you has any notion of where he is?
We are trying, my lord.
Try harder. What do we have, then?
Robb Stark and most of his banner men are in Riverrun for the funeral of his grandfather, Lord Hoster Tully. In Stark's absence, Roose Bolton holds Harrenhal, which would seem to make him Lord of Harrenhal in practice, if not in name.
Well, let him have it. The name suits our purposes far more than that useless pile of rubble. The Lord of Harrenhal will make a worthy suitor for the widow Arryn.
For which I am extremely grateful to you, my lord. Lady Arryn and I have known each other since we were children. She has always been positively predisposed toward me.
A success.
Their wedding may end up being the most expensive event in living memory. Summer has ended. Hard days lie ahead. Not a good time to leave the Crown's finances unattended.
Fully agreed. Which is why I'm naming you new Master of Coin.
Master of Coin.
It would appear to be a position that best suits your talents.
I'm quite good at spending money, but a lifetime of outrageous wealth hasn't taught me much about managing it.